Guys, Taylor here and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you've already been here, thanks for coming back. So in today's video, I am going to be testing and reviewing the new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Cream Bronzers. I picked up the two shades for darker skin tone. I picked up the shade Deep number 4 and the shade Tan number 3. I am going to be doing a side-by-side comparison with both shades, as well as comparing it to the other cream bronzers in my collection. So if you are interested in seeing or just hearing my thoughts on the new cream bronzers from Charlotte Tilbury, then please keep on watching. Before we start the video, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Please turn your post notifications on so you get notified every time your girl uploads a video, and follow me on Instagram. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright you guys, so I already did my brows off camera. As always, I will leave my brow routine up above so you guys can check that out. I also did a quick eye look using the Supreme Nudes eyeshadow palette from Artist Couture, and I primed my face using the Milani Skin Quench Hydrating Primer. I also used a little bit of concealer just to cover a few dark spots that I have on my forehead. So before we jump into the base, I am going to be telling you guys a little bit about the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzers. And yes, I picked up two shades. I picked up the shade Tan number 3 and the shade Deep. I'm going to do swatches and comparison with both shades and a couple other bronzers in my collection, just so you guys get the full rundown on this new bronzer. So let me tell you guys the details from Sephora. So according to Sephora, this bronzer retails for $56 and it comes in 4 shades. So it is the same price as the powder bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury, and just like the powder bronzer, it has 4 shades. So this is supposed to be a 16-hour wear cream bronzer in 4 beautiful sun-kissed shades for face and body that blurs the skin and hydrates with hyaluronic acid and is sweat proof. So I'm going to show you guys the bronzer, swatch them real quick, and then we can jump into applying it on the face. So this is what the package looks like. I am obsessed with the packaging. It is very sleek, very expensive, and one thing about Charlotte Tilbury, she is going to give you that luxe feel when you pay that hefty price point. If you have the Revolution Glow bronzer, this kind of looks like a more bougie version to that bronzer. Let me show you guys what I mean. So this is the package for the Glow bronzer from Revolution, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury. So the same kind of vibe. Charlotte Tilbury looks a lot more expensive, a lot more bougie. So let me just jump into showing you these shades. So the first shade that I picked up is the shade number 3 Tan. So this is what shade 3 Tan looks like. In the pan, it's giving bronzer, like it has that nice rich red undertone. And this is the shade Deep number 4. This one on camera, it also has that nice rich red undertone, but I feel like in person, looking at it in the pan, I'm seeing a little bit of like a contour vibe going for it. So this is both shades side by side. This is the shade Deep number 4 and this is the shade Tan number 3. I feel like it's too big of a gap for the shades. I feel like there should have been a shade in between. I haven't tried them on the skin yet, but just by looking at it, I can tell that there should be a shade right in between these two shades. They both look really, really nice. I wasn't sure what shade to pick up because looking at the pictures online, like I was like, tan can work, but deep can also work. So I was a little bit confused. So I decided to pick up both shades and let you guys be the judge, because at the end of this video, y'all, I'm only keeping one shade. All right, this is the shade Tan number 3 and this is Deep number 4. I feel like there is a big gap between number 3 and number 4. I feel like there should be a shade in between both of those, even though it is a bronzer. Honestly, I feel like I can pull both shades off. I feel like Tan 3 is leaning more towards bronzer, whereas number 4 is leaning more towards contour. So I know my swatches aren't perfect, but just so you guys understand what I'm saying, I went ahead and I swatched my Huda Beauty bronzer in the shade medium. This one right here, the Tantour, this is literally the perfect bronzer shade. So I wanted you guys to see what that looks like next to the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. So I know the swatch isn't perfect, but This one up here is the Huda Beauty. The one below it is the Charlotte Tilbury number 4, and then below that is tan number 3, and then right here at the bottom I went ahead and I swatched the Charlotte Tilbury powder bronzer in the shade number 4. So I feel like the powder bronzer is giving you that nice red undertone without being too red. I feel like in comparison to the Huda Beauty bronzer, the Charlotte Tilbury is a little bit too cool. Let me know what you guys think, but I feel like, I don't know, it's giving contour. Let's see how it goes on the skin. So for foundation, I'm just going to quickly mix my Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation with my Cover FX Power Play foundation. For Cover FX, I'm using the shade G100, and Sephora, I'm using the shade 50N. Alright you guys, foundation is on. Before we apply the bronzer, I'm just going to apply my concealer just so it can sit on my skin while I apply my bronzer. So I'm going to take the ABH Magic Touch Concealer in the shade number 18, and I'm going to apply that under my eyes, not using too much, also on my forehead. Just to brighten the under eyes a little bit, I'm using the Sephora Gel Concealer in the shade number 13 under my eyes only. Just a little bit. Alright you guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with number 3 tan on one side and number 4 deep on the other side, and then you guys tell me which bronzer I'm supposed to hold on to. So for this side, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics 117 brush, and I'm going to be using the shade number 3 tan. So this is tan number 3. I feel like the bronzer applied really nicely. It was super easy to blend. I feel like this shade is a really nice subtle kind of bronzer. I feel like this shade, when I'm done doing my makeup, I'll probably need to apply a powder bronzer, but let's just see how it holds up like once I apply powders on top of it. But so far it looks really nice. As I said, it's a very subtle kind of bronze, but I personally like how it looks. So for this side, I'm going to go in with shade number 4 deep, and I'm using this on my Merit blending brush, and I'm going to go in with a very light hand because I just have a feeling that this is going to be very dark. So this is how much product I have on the brush. I'll just build it up as I go ahead. So this is number 4. Wow, okay. Alright you guys, so this is number 4. I personally love the way number 4 looks. As I said before, I can pull off both number 3 and 4, but number 4, it has a hint of like contour to it, but not too heavy, depending on how much product you go in with. I went in with a very light hand, and I feel like it looks really good. I personally like number 4. If I'm going to keep one, I'd say go for number 4, because I feel like number 3, it is too subtle for a bronzer, and I feel like when I set my face with powders, I am still going to apply powder bronzer on top of number 3. Like number 4, it's deep, so it can be a contour and it can be a bronzer depending on how much product you go in with. I hope I'm making sense, but I feel like number 4 looks really good. Just for the sake of the video, I'm going to continue with the rest of my makeup just so you guys can see what it looks like once I go in with powders, just so you understand what I mean when I say I feel like I'm going to need to apply a powder bronzer on top of number 3, but I feel like number 4 is the one. I feel like number 4 is the one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm going to start blending my concealer with the brush that I used for my foundation. I'm going to blend my under eyes. I'm going to take the brush that I used to apply the bronzer just to blend the edges of my concealer. I'm going to set my face with my Sephora translucent setting powder. I'm taking my powder on my Real Techniques sponge. I'm going to set the rest of my face using my Dior Powder No Powder in the shade 6N, and I'm using a BH Cosmetics 116 brush. Alright you guys, so I know the face is looking a bit powdery, but this is what it looks like. As I said, I did not go in with any powder bronzer or anything like that. So this is the side with number 4 and this is the side with number 3. Surprisingly, both sides look really good, but as I said, number 3 just looks a lot more subtle in comparison to number 4. Number 3, me personally, I'd probably go in with a little bit of powder bronzer. But number 4, I feel like number 4 side looks pretty good. But let me know what you guys think. Are you team number 3 or are you team number 4? But all in all, both sides look really good. I'm going to go in with some of my Garnier face mist just to get rid of this powderiness. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I did my lower lash line off camera. If you guys want more details on the eyes, so like lashes and mascara and that sort of stuff, let me know and I'll have that in the description down below for you guys. But this is what the face is looking like. As I said, no powder bronzer. I just went in with the Garnier spray to kind of get rid of that powderiness and the face looks really good. I'm going to go in with a tiny bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray just to lock my makeup in for the day. So I'm going to do my lips with you guys and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. So I'm taking the Colourpop BFF 4 liner to line my lips. For lipstick, I'm using my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Cairo. I'm going to use some of the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade REEF. I feel like my lips look a little bit too pink, so I'm going to use some of the Butter Gloss from NYX in the shade, I believe this is Fortune Cookie, just to tone down that pink. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. Honestly, I feel like the skin looks beautiful. I feel like it looks really good. Both sides look really nice. As I said, I didn't use any powder bronzer at all. I didn't even go in with blush and the face looks absolutely beautiful. So this is number 4 and this is number 3. It just depends on what you are going for, but me personally, I'm leaning more towards number 4 because I feel like number 4, it is giving a really nice bronziness but kind of contour at the same time. And if I wanted my face to look a little bit more snatched, I could have gone in with a little bit more product, whereas number 3, it's just going to give me you know, something really subtle, something very basic. So for the price point, I'd say number 4, but let me know what you guys think. But all in all, I actually really do like the formula of the bronzer. I do feel like Charlotte Tilbury needs to give us more shades, but the bronzer look really good on the skin. I'm surprised at how good number 3 looks. Like the face overall looks really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you team 3 or are you team 4? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.